All right, I'm going to talk about timing a little bit. A lot of people have asked what was the timing like. Um, and to be honest, it didn't go very fast, which irritated me. So Jeff had a, an abnormal PSA blood test in I think July of last year, and then he went and had the test done again. Actually, let me show you. I made myself a notebook, right? Through all his lab tests and doctor notes and journal visits and insurance information, billing information, all the fun stuff, right? But I keep everything in here. And the reason I do this is my dad told me keep notes on everything. And he's right, because you're an advocate for your patient, you're an advocate for your loved one. And people make mistakes, things happen, they come up all the time. We're all human, even doctors. So he had his actual PSA tests done. I think one was in July and one was in January. And they didn't increase the second time, but they were still high enough that we needed to see a urologist. And so we scheduled an appointment. We got him pretty quick, within a week. Went to the urology appointment and they said, you need to have a prostate biopsy. So having a prostate biopsy was scheduled for within 2 weeks. And this entire time, you got to remember that we're sitting here thinking, we have cancer. It's stage 3. We don't know if it's spread. We don't know what he's going to need to do. We don't quite know how we feel yet. And we're scared. So it's taking all this time. So far, we're at 4 weeks with no real definitive answers on what's going to happen. But after we had the biopsy, the results came back on, we had the biopsy on the 19th. Results were signed off on at the lab on the 27th of March. Our family doctor, our urologist actually told us that they would call if there were anything unusual or anything abnormal or urgent. And we were scheduled for an appointment on April 6th. And, you know, the sad part of that is we took that literally to mean that if it were serious or if it were cancer, we would have gotten a phone call to come in sooner. And they didn't call us. So when we went, we were actually joking that, oh, it's benign, right? There's going to be no problem. It's just going to be you have an enlarged prostate and everything's fine. We need to monitor it. And joking